Hi all, welcome back to Trevanion Road. Been a while since I last updated the layout. I've been busy with other stuff. Then I finally got round to getting point motors and installing them. Also, I've had to install a modular. So I purchased the Infinity one, Gauge Master. That's because I got this triangle junction. So base layer without that, I was getting shorts when using this junction. So with that installed, everything was working to get from that side to this side, and I could change points and come this way out as well. So without that module, I was getting shorts. So change the points. And hopefully this works. So yeah, base layer just that. So I had to do that. I've also put that in ready for the station lighting, which that just runs down to the old Hornby controller for the power for that. And then with the point motors, so I've got one up there, and all the wiring to the others going down there, and then back to that one, and all up there, and eventually back to the Pico switches and mount CDU for the point motors, and then the power from there to that. To begin with, I was struggling to get it all working, and pardon my language, but it was actually pissing me right off trying to wire it all up. It's the first time I've ever done point motors, and the diagram to wire one up, piece of cake, did that no problem, connected to the switch, CDU and everything working. But then I just couldn't get my head around of doing the rest and wiring them all up. Searching online for videos on how to wire up point motors. I'd say most of them that you find on YouTube to show you how to wire a point motor, they're only showing you one point motor. That's fine, but I figured that out off the diagram you get with the packaging on to wire up one point and get that working. It was when it came to doing the rest of them, so I got 5 in total, and I was just struggling to get my head around the wiring and getting it all back to the controller, the switches. I found one video online, I can't remember the name of the channel. It was a video from probably about a year ago, I think it was, and the guy goes into a bit more detail on wiring the point motors when you're doing more than just one. And watching his video and how he's done it, it then sort of made sense to me then. All right, that's what I need to do. So based on that video, I was able to get the point motors all wired up to the switches and fingers crossed so far they all work and I've had no issues with them. So yeah, that's where I'm at with the layout at the moment. That's all done. I think the next thing I'll do is I'll do the station area, because it's only a small station and I can get the station lights wired into that. Then I think that'll be my next job. Just concentrate on this area because it's only small, get all that done first and then start on the rest of it. Anyone who's watched previous videos will know it's only a small layout. So basically it just goes round, got a loop there, and then back round here and into the station area. So yeah, not a massive layout, small one. Well, I think it's something like, I've got 5 foot, it's about 5 foot across, and then coming from that corner up to where it is, I think it's about 6.5, near to 7 foot long. But I didn't bother doing a lift out section and having it coming round here and round to here where the shed door is. I didn't bother with that, but this gives me an area where I can stand or sit. I can get under the board because I've got DMUs stored in that unit and just anything else that I've got stored on there, so I can actually get under the board if I needed to. Other than that, I can actually just sit here if needs be, just put everything on the track from here and control it all from here. So I'm using the power cab, and yep, they're the point switches. So they all work. So yeah, pretty much it for the layout as at the moment. So thanks to anyone who watches this, and I'll see how I'll get on in the next video. Bye.